Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? Make plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jealousy cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like control, yeah, like control. Don't work like that when you love somebody. My old flex is my new flex now, and we're working on it. That's why I need all the energy that you bring to me. My last girl would tear me apart, but she never wanna split a thing with me. But when it comes to you, I think I'd lie for you. I think I'd die for you. Do things when you want me to, like control. Like control, yeah. I never wanna waste these shots. I do it how you say you want it. Them girls, they just wanna take my money. They don't want me to give them nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't wanna see me for your love. They don't wanna see me smiling like when they baby. Let's take a look at P. Diddy family. In a joint Instagram post on Tuesday, Quincy Brown, age 33. Now that's the only child that's not his. He is by Quincy. Oh, the singer L.B. Sure and the late Kim. That is his mom. Of course, y'all know that Kim was this model, and she ended up marrying Cone, and she bought little Quincy in the relationship. And y'all know Al B. Sure and Combs, they do have some kind of connection. They both are superstar singers. But anyway, Justin Combs now. Let's break it down to Justin. Justin Combs has been accused of SAing a woman. Now, plenty of saying like father, like son. I'm sure Cassie have even said that was the one regret she had, that he made her sleep with those sons. And King Combs, Chance Combs, and the twins Jesse and Delilah Combs. Now look, who is Chance and who is King? One on they called Kristen. That's the one that they had on the video where the lady kept asking him keep his hands off of her rear end. But anyway, both of his sons, Justin and Kristen, has been accused, you guys, of SAing. And Kristen, the lady has taken him through a lawsuit, so he's going back and forth to court with that as well. When we talk about the daughters now, the two twins, there's two twins, right? The twins, not two twins, but twins come into the twins. They're always seen with their big sister in the middle. You'll see one twin on each side and the big sister in the middle. The big sister says she's there to protect. But anyway, then you gonna see grandma. Oh, grandma. Oh, grandma gonna be looking good every time you see it. And you never know what a hairstyle gonna be because she kept all these crazy looking wigs. But anyway, so you had grandmama there, you had all his children there, you had, I believe, his stepson. Ooh, I don't know if the stepson was there, but either way, Diddy had so much support today. Now they supposed to came back with a verdict today, but it taking them so long. When the jury is out like that so long, it's not a slam dunk. If it would have been a slam dunk, they could have just came right on back out and gave us the verdict. But something is going on behind the scenes. Said that they having kind of a disagreement behind the scenes back there, with one of the jurors. So all of them have to agree If all of them don't agree, it could be a hung trial or they can throw the case out. He may just walk. But like we're saying, they're charging this man for having a swinger lifestyle. Better yet, that's a better word to say. They charging him for having a swinger lifestyle. It's not illegal to have um, that lifestyle. But check this out, you guys. They say it's 8 men's and 4 women's on a jury. That's quite interesting because when you do the poll across social media, the majority of the men think he's innocent. Now, not innocent as far as what they charging him with. They're not saying that he didn't do nothing wrong, but what they're charging him with, they say he's innocent, right? So how did he traffic? Sex trafficking with who? With who? When people volunteer their time trying to get in this party, trying to get in, and they call it the white party, y'all. But we really know that's the freaks come out at night. Ooh, freaks come out at night. Y'all remember that song? Anyway, we're taking a look back at the kids now. The children, especially the daughters, I allegedly, I thought I read somewhere where they were feeling embarrassed. You guys know that at that age, they're teenagers, they're still in school, and other teenagers can be very mean. Some teenagers at that bully stage, wow, they can be very, very mean spirit to you. But my prayer goes out to these children because they have lost their mother. That's another controversy surrounding um Sean Puffy, but it's not been a case that they trying to pursue. But there's a little bird out in the street saying that they gonna open that case up with Kim Porter, and they pointing the fingers at certain people. You guys said that Kim Cordell has some kind of foul and suspicious movement going around there, allegedly. So possibly they're going to open that case back up. But do y'all think Diddy gonna walk free, or do y'all think they're gonna convict him and send him down the river? I don't know. I'm just, you ask me, I don't know. Because some of that stuff that they're saying that he did, it don't go with the crime, don't go with what they point at. Yes, he did a lot of things wrong. Yes, he had no morals. Yeah, he was incompassionate. And my thing, he is a narcissist. He's a book specialist. You can write a book on narcissism when you see this man, because this man got power with it. He got money with his narcissism. So everybody's at his command. Yeah. Anyway, my heart goes out to these children. Luckily, all of them is grown now. You got the 17-year-old. They're young, but they're moving into adulthood where they can be able to take care of themselves. And trust me, I did see what Sean tried to get out of jail. Was it 50,000 or $50 million? I forgot. That bond was so high though, but they still denied it. They said he had it. Then he said, well, he can give his mama home up. He thought that might work if he mentioned mama, but they say he was too much of a flight risk. So they denied him. This credit go to lovely T.I. And I'm just interested in these children of his. But now uh, the son, I think they call his name Christian, is being accused of SA, y'all, and it's a lawsuit going out. He denies it, but let's just take a look at this. I'm getting this from Lovely T.I.
Sons. A new 31-page lawsuit filed on Thursday details a trip in 2022 where the plaintiff alleges she was working as a stewardess aboard a yacht owned by Combs when his son, Christian, drugged and sexually assaulted her. The lawsuit alleges that an audio recording made during the night in question is evidence of the woman denying his advances as he gropes her. The plaintiff's lawyer provided those clips to NBC News. In one recording, a woman, believed to be the alleged victim, is heard saying,
"Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll do my legs the way I want to. If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that."
Soon after, according to the lawsuit, Christian speaks and tries to get her to stay.
Who can I talk to? I'm going to say I requested you right now.
Well, you can take your hand off my for the first thing.
According to the lawsuit, the alleged victim then left the recording studio and attempted to resume her stewardess duties. But the suit alleges Christian found her again, this time asking her to find him a place to sleep. She claims she showed him to a cinema area, but instead of resting, she alleges in the suit that he became violent and wouldn't let her leave. He groped her, the lawsuit claims, took his clothes off, grabbed her arms, and tried to force her to perform oral sex on him. The woman claims she fought him off until someone else walked in. The lawsuit includes photos of a bruised forearm, allegedly the victim's. As for Christian's famous father, the suit claims he turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion on his yacht into a hedonistic environment where employees were exposed without their consent to unlawful drug use, sex.
Had no friends. When they discovered you, they began to prey on you. Now let's look at our relationship in all this world. You have no friends, but if there's a billion of you on the face of this earth, scattered all over the world, what do you need with a friend other than yourself? Why can't you turn inward on yourself and say, I will wear no clothes I don't produce. Start with your underwear. I wear no shoes that's not made by a brother. You're creating a shoe factory, employment at once. Start buying airplanes, break them down and study them, later on make airplanes. What this whole thing is about is the restoration of confidence. It has been the role of these handmaidens of colonialism to destroy your confidence in yourself. You don't believe that you can look like a God. What we have to understand is that faith has not spared us for an idle reason. A whole lot of people who've been hit less than us are extinct. What is there in us that made us strong enough to take this heavy blow? 500 years of slavery, one way or the other. Slavery, neo-colonialism. What made us strong enough to survive? What has faith saved us to do? And inasmuch as we gave the world its first humanity, faith has saved us to give the world its last humanity.
I will do various things very quickly. I will build a great, great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words. Build that wall, build that wall, build that wall, build that wall, build that wall.
That was like the DJ scrap.
So, build that wall. Trump always ran on that ticket of deportation or locking Latinos out of this country. So why are the Latinos surprised? They act like they're surprised, you guys. But I just want to go into what is his relationship with the hip hop culture. He has a relationship with these hip hoppers. And when Donald Trump was going down, his name was going down, they lifted Donald Trump back up through their music and by putting him back on videos.
If you or someone you love is Haitian and under a TPS status right now, stop and listen and please share this video. The government has announced that the temporary protected status for Haiti will end in September 2nd, 2025. I mean, thousands of people could lose their right to stay here legally. No more work permits, no more protection from deportation. If you take action now, you might be able to stay. Here's some options that you can explore. Now, if you're married to a U.S. citizen or have children over 21, you might be able to apply for a green card. If you're scared to go back because of political violence or...
Okay, I'm getting this from Global Gifts with BJ. You got it. Haitian deportation in the USA. Black immigrants under fire. So they're not talking about the ones that we see is the clear people, but we don't see the black immigrants. But here you go. These are Haitians. I think he said he was going to deport maybe about 500,000 Haitians.
Criminal activities that you might be involved in, sometimes because of family, you might qualify for asylum. If you ever help the police or have an opportunity to help them, you might have been a victim of a crime here in the U.S. You might qualify for what's called a U visa. And if you're a victim of domestic violence here in the U.S. with the U.S. citizens, VAWA or VAWA could help you. Don't wait until your TPS expires. File your paperwork now. I'll tag some free help below from nonprofits such as Catholic churches and the Haitian Bridge Alliance. There are a lot of, I guess you say, immigration attorneys that are coming forth and helping people pro bono in this time right now, especially in South Florida. I'll link the ones I have below. There was an event at my son's Boys and Girls Club yesterday, and there was an attorney. I'm going to try to get her information, and I'll put it in the caption below. That will help anybody in the South Florida area. You've come too far to let a deadline erase your entire life here.
Brown in Haiti tonight, just hours after the Trump administration announced it's ending TPS for Haitians. Those living in the U.S. and right here in South Florida now face deportation. Good evening. I'm Lauren Pastrana. Elliot Rodriguez has the night off. We are the only South Florida news station with a reporter in Haiti right now. CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois joins us from Cap Haitian with the exclusive reaction.
Here in Cap Haitian, the news of TPS ending and the hundreds of thousands of people returning back here spread very quickly. It seems to be the only thing people have been talking about. You are looking at the market area of downtown Cap Haitian from this afternoon. The streets are packed with people trying to shop and go about their day. Already moving through traffic was very difficult. The roads at times heavily congested. The people who live here say they've seen the population sharply increase because of people escaping gang violence in Port-au-Prince. Now, the thought of even more people coming here has one Haitian man very worried.
We got to deal with that gang situation and, humanitarian situation. All those people need food and stuff like that. We don't have that. We don't have health care out there. How are we going to receive all those people? That's going to be a real problem, I can tell you.
There's already housing problems here right now. And if you saw downtown Cap, there's nothing but trash. I didn't even know I was in downtown Cap. Till I asked him, I'm like, where are we at? I'm thinking of the deepest, darkest ghetto.
That woman is visiting here from Los Angeles. She says it's her second time and things have not improved. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem in a statement said the decision to cancel TPS was to make sure it remains temporary. And she says the situation in Haiti has improved. She adds, allowing Haitians to stay is contrary to the national interest of the United States. Meanwhile, the two flights leaving Miami today were full, some with passengers moving back here to Haiti permanently. Now, the TPS designation ends on August 3rd. The termination will be on September 2nd. Barring any court delays, it's on that day the status of hundreds of thousands of people who currently call the United States home will be considered illegal.
So this is the Latino. We're talking mostly about the ones located in Florida, the Cubans. They voted almost 70% for Trump. They put him in office. So some of their loved ones are being deported. So now they're calling Trump a traitor. But the fact is, he have always ran on that campaign, that deportation campaign. But they're saying that it didn't include me. Although there was a Latino, although some of them over here illegal, they felt like, wow, when you say criminal, that's the stereotype for people that looks black. Yeah, black people, that's what he's talking about. So they thought that if they voted the way they voted, they would get all these black people out of here. Now they're even more upset when Trump had to come to the audience and say, hey, look, no, blacks can't be deported. It's the part of the 14th Amendment. They are citizens, especially the slaves and their seed are citizens. They can never be deported from this country. So let's just listen at this Latino that we will vote for Donald Trump. We will vote for Donald Trump.
A wave of disappointment. One of President Donald Trump's most loyal voting blocs, Cuban and Venezuelan immigrants. Now speaking out in Miami, a Republican stronghold, as the recent wave of deportations hits home and the Trump administration moved to end temporary legal status, or TPS, for more than 500,000 people who arrived during the Biden administration. Elena Conde says she came here from Cuba on humanitarian parole in 2023. Her husband, Ariel Lara, crossed the border with Mexico twice, once in 2019 when he was detained and deported, and then again in 2022. 6 weeks ago, he was taken into custody at his residency hearing.
So he was given an appointment to go to ICE. You told him before he left for that appointment, you don't have anything to worry about. You haven't done anything.
Instead, he was transferred to Texas, where we spoke to him from his detention center.
Ariel, ¿qué piensas sobre lo que está pasando ahora en este país, en este momento con respecto a las deportaciones? How do you feel about everything that's happening right now in this country with the deportations? You don't understand how this could happen. ¿Qué pensaba que iba a pasar cuando ganó Trump? What did you think was going to happen when Trump won? You're saying you believed the president when he said he was going to deport criminals.
Now, Elena is left behind with her daughter, 7-month-old son, and Ariel's 70-year-old grandmother, who has been a U.S. citizen for years. Together, facing a reality they never imagined.
Toda mi familia votó por Trump.
Your whole family voted for Trump. Lo apoyaba a Trump durante su campaña. Did you support him?
Yo estoy fuera.
You're outside of it. You can't vote. Pero te sientes decepcionada. Do you feel disappointed, deceived, engañada?
Me siento mal porque sé que ellos creían en él.
You feel that because the rest of them believed in him.
It's a concern Democratic strategists are capitalizing on, with billboards like these calling Republican lawmakers traitors. Still, here in Florida, Trump won almost 70% of the Cuban American vote in 2024, along with 61% of Doral, home to the largest Venezuelan American population in the U.S.
They used us.
Adelis Ferro is the co-founder and executive director of the Venezuelan American Caucus.
How is the Venezuelan community feeling right now, especially in the context of these deportations?
Desperate, terrified. There are people with mental health issues. There are people with panic attacks.
So, as you can see, this is NBC News. They used to say it's a Latino voter. No. We would vote for Donald Trump. No. He ran on that ticket. He have never swayed. Remember when he built the walls for you guys? You forgot that. Donald Trump ran on that deportation ticket. You guys thought that, hey, it's not meant for me. It's meant for the criminals, such as the stereotypes of criminal in the United States and the black people over there. Only to find out that blacks is part of the 14th Amendment. Yeah, they are citizens. They cannot be deported. They are not, or we are not immigrants.